You failed in your gilet. Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel. And welcome to a brand new series here on the Chanel, my lovelies. Are you ready? Are you waiting? Are you eager and shaking? Project Runway.
Oh, hurrah!
A show that I have, in fact, not watched a single episode before of. I know, isn't that shocking? In the UK, we had a separate show called Project Catwalk, which I believe was the same concept. A group of designers have to battle it out in making garments and clothes for models to really inspire the judges to go, oh yes, you're through to the next round.
She's educated.
I don't know what they win. I don't know what they get. I don't know what sort of drama is involved. All I know is that judging from the comments, whenever I ask you guys what you'd like me to react to, Project Runway is always really high up those lists. I am sure it's going to be riddled with copyright issues and riddled with all sorts of copyright music. So I'm guessing I'll have to take some fundamental challenges with this series. With that being said, my lovelies, would you like a bit of backstory on this Project Runway? I will be starting with season 2. Now, I know, controversial opinion, I actually can't get hold of season 1. So if anyone out there wants to, help me, girl, let me know, because maybe after we've finished season 2, we'll start season 1. If you guys, of course, are loving it. And in a second controversial opinion, I've actually skipped the first episode, because as I was watching it, it was very oh, coming up on this season. And I was like, I don't really want to watch that. I want to watch the drama as it unfolds. Now, I am sure, in a similar vein to America's Next Top Model, we may be hearing some sort of drastically upsetting opinions about the human body throughout this show.
The prophecy is true.
I'm not sure if it's going to be exactly the same as the kind of vibe that we get with America's Next Top Model. Sometimes there is a scandal, sometimes it's just awful, and sometimes, every now and then, there's a heartwarming moment of oh, it's fine to be gay, but don't be overweight, girl.
She's even worse.
Truly, how did any of us survive? So, are you ready? Project Runway Season 2 was the second season of Bravo's... And you remember Bravo? Oh. Bravo's successful Project Runway, a reality competition for fashion designers. Season 2 began airing on December 7th, 2005. This show is nearly 20 years old. Following a nationwide search earlier in the year, 16 designers were chosen as semi-finalists and brought to New York City in June of that year. So, my lovelies, I'm so excited for this because it's very rare do I get to start something new on the Chanel that has a huge bank of knowledge. A lot of the shows that I cover here kind of fade a little bit into obscurity. Yeah, just a little bit. Now, if I'm correct, I think Heidi Klum, hosts this show. Now, if I am also not mistaken, I think she actually hosts Germany's Next Top Model as well, so... intertwined moments.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, grab yourself a beverage today. Energy, she needs it. Make sure you're sitting comfortably and pop your little Ochanger right into your fashion hole. Oh, and let's watch Project Runway, girls.
For these 16 designers, Project Runway is a chance of a lifetime.
Oh, gosh, they had a green screen and a dream, didn't they? They were slick woman who?
Before receiving their new challenge, our 14 contestants moved into Atlas, New York, Gotham City's luxury apartment building in the heart of the fashion district.
In the heart of the fashion week. Is that Santino Rice? Yeah. Was that Santino Rice? Oh, I bet we're going to hear some rather salacious things in this series, aren't we, girl?
We found out who our roommates were, and I just about peed in my pants because it was Santino.
Oh, they... headless mannequins in the background. Oh, she's got a bouquet.
About peed in my pants because it was Santino, Danny V, and it was Andre. These three guys are great.
Oh my God. How do you know? Do you know them?
Empire State.
Oh, that's a day-to-night shot if ever I've seen one. They're outside. But what we've done is taken a daytime shot, but put a dark filter over it because you don't get that blue with that cloud at night. You can't get that resolution. At least not back in 2005. In fact, it might even be a photo because look at this shake.
What first sparked my passion in fashion, my dad is a Greek diplomat. And I remember as a little boy watching my mom get ready for the diplomatic parties, and she would be all bouffant out and wearing these gorgeous gowns. And as a little boy, I'd be like, oh, look at her. Come on, Santino, come here.
That's sweet, isn't it?
My roommate.
I have quite a lot of memories growing up of watching my mum get glamorous. My mum was very in the 80s. Her favourite style was in the 80s. So she used to wear a dark pink lip with heavy brows and blue mascara, which to anyone with a keen eye might suggest that that looks a bit like a clown, and you'd be right. She used to love this fuchsia and white vertical striped shirt with white jeans, with her blue mascara and her pink lips. And she used to have curled hair as well, curled long dark brown hair. So she was rocking a style, a specific look, shall we say.
It's gonna be really sad when the lights start to leave and I'm still here. So
Goodness.
Can we stay longer?
I'm not Alexander McQueen yet. I'm not Calvin Klein yet. I'm not Tommy Hilfiger yet, but I am that person.
I know that he's like problematic now, isn't he? He's got some very like views which we would not associate with compatible with life. His voice is so strikingly unique. Like, have you ever heard anyone talk like this?
And yet, I'm not Tommy Hilfiger yet, but I am that person. I want to leave a mark like Shakespeare.
I saw this and I had to have it, man.
That is horrendous. 37G!
Cool. Very cool. Living in the Atlas. It's definitely a world of
Living in
change.
the where? The Atlas. Is that a hotel? I'm guessing that must be a hotel. This looks like hotel rooms.
Very cool. Living in the Atlas. It's definitely a world of change from Allentown, Pennsylvania, where I live now. And I have my own store.
Okay, so they've got sweet.
Can't just take them. We have to do it diplomatically.
I would say that Lupe and Cara are real easygoing. Okay, wait a second. Maybe I'll make it easy and I'll just take this bed. Zulima, her style, I think, is a little different than mine. Are those all yours?
Yeah.
Maybe you can, like,
That
double up.
controversial?
You know, fair is fair.
No, that's not going to happen.
She lets you know what she's thinking.
I don't believe in fairness.
Groovy.
I have no problem with living with a group of people for a month. I mean, I am the oldest of 7 children. When I was 5 years old, my mom didn't have enough money to buy me a sewing machine. So for the longest time, I made all my clothing by hand.
Amazing. A talented woman.
Oh, thank you. You're
I, myself, do occasionally, on occasionally, love to whip some fabric through a sewing machine. And my sewing machine, it's a little bit like a printer. If she understands that I want to get something done, she's like, do you know what? No. And I'm like, please. And she's like, no, sorry, no, don't think. And then I end up very stressed. So she is punished by living under my bed until I retch her out again.
kind.
Right, we're going to see some drama there. They're already, I've just seen a split second of her, and the instant route that editing went through was she's really difficult and nobody wants to get along with her. So, are we seeing a thing? A repetitive sequence, perhaps? I guess we'll have to wait and see.
It's a print of Rasputin, dude. Yeah, he was like the Merlin of Russia.
Like Marilyn Monroe?
Sorta. Last season, I was cut.
What? Was that a reference to Merlin being misheard as Marilyn Monroe?
Sorta. Last season, I was cut first. And
Oh,
last
so
challenge
she's a returning
was just to
queen.
get called up on the stage, you know? I look forward to the next challenge. I want to impress the judges so people
Get
get
your
a good
shoes
impression
off
of what
the
I
bed,
do, why I
please,
care
thank
about being
you.
a designer, and why you would care to purchase my clothes.
Hang on, this is an interesting confessional shot because I think they're handheld.
I
Look.
care about being a designer and why you would care to purchase my clothes.
This is interesting. I quite like this. Oh, here we go, girl.
Congratulations for making it to season 2.
Ooh.
At stake for the winner is a fashion spread in Elle magazine, a mentorship with the Banana Republic design team, a brand new Saturn Sky Roadster, and $100,000 courtesy of Saturn to start
Wait,
your...
so you win a car, a spread in a magazine, and $100,000?
Yes!
Okay, all right. Okay. I feel like we're speeding through this, though. I've barely met anyone, and they're like, hi, bitch. Today you're going to win a car. Beep, beep, bitch. It's time for a joyride.
Okay, I'm going to host a little party for you guys tonight so you can get to know each other.
Oh, not a fashion party. It's
Relax,
fashion
have a little
school.
fun.
Fashionable.
Tim will be there, and he will tell you all the details for a new challenge.
I don't know anyone about
Party.
anything. So she's heavily pregnant.
For the first challenge, we assigned your model.
This is a very interesting dynamic we're seeing because Heidi is very like tall and like, for the first challenge, everybody, you must look up at me, already asserting her as like the judgment, which is an interesting route to take within reality TV because all of these people will be brand new to like TV land And seeing a celebrity up like this is like, wow, they're really important, girl.
You can choose who you want to work with.
Right.
Remember,
so
choosing the
pick a
right
pair.
model can make all the difference.
Oh no, pick a model.
Let's bring out the girls.
The background music is really loud. Oh, I recently bought a dress like this. A black slip. Right, okay, controversial, yet brave. Ooh, speed.
Models. This also is a competition for you as well.
America's Next Top Wig. There
the
it
model
is.
paired with a winner of Project Runway will get a fashion spread in Elle magazine.
Oh!
As you can see, there's 16 of you,
Interesting.
but only 14 designers.
I see. So I didn't realize this was a thing. So they get paired with a model the entire series? Is that what I'm learning to understand here? That's an interesting dynamic. Oh, and how do they pick the theme? Oh, I've never seen it before. I'm very excited. I tried to keep myself spoiler free so that you can experience my joy as I do as well.
The designers will not choose the model they want to work with.
I want to see belts. Belts everywhere.
And at the end, 2 models will be out.
Belts and 7 vests. That is
Santino.
Right, that hair is very loud, isn't it? What a loud hairstyle that is.
Santino,
Santino.
you won the first challenge. You get the first pick.
Did he? Oh, we've missed an
really
episode.
feel like
haven't we?
it was-
I've skipped an episode because I just couldn't bear the idea of watching people be selected, and then it was like a recap almost, and then it was also what we're going to see in the upcoming season. It's like, just show me the season. Just start with a strong start.
Unacceptable!
I really feel like it was a blessing from above to have Heather, and I would like to have my next challenge with Heather as well.
Ooh. Heather.
And for the rest of you, I'm gonna draw your names out of this bag randomly.
bouffant. Right.
Chloe,
Actually, I
Kate was
love working
beware.
with Grace again. She was great.
Emmett,
Shannon.
Shannon.
Andrea,
Danielle?
Daniel.
Guadalupe.
I'm gonna work with Eliza again.
Cara,
I'm gonna go with Eden.
Eden.
Zulima,
Rachel.
Marla,
Kara.
Right, I need to remember everybody's name.
Tara's my little Naomi Campbell part 2.
Daniel,
I only
Franco.
have one reference.
I highly
Although in
recommend
2005, she was still at the height of fashion, wasn't she?
Rebecca. You're great. But I like to try different coloring. So Claudia, please work with me.
Diana,
I'd like Leslie.
Controversial phrase there. I'd like to try a different colouring. Does he mean, I want to work with a blonde lady?
Again, please.
Ooh,
Kirsten,
Melissa.
Daniel, Vozovic.
Rebecca?
Becky. Oh, and they just have to leave.
Holy crap.
You've been selected to leave the island. Right, oh gosh.
There's 1 button left, but there's 3 models on the stage.
A button?
2 models are gonna be out.
Very haberdashery. Sorry to interject, but I do think you should go and follow my brand new channel here on YouTube. It is called Luxeria Labs, and over there I'm creating content about my experiences with photography, technology, travel, and emerging technologies. I currently have a few videos live over there already, including a review of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, where I took it to Zurich to put it through its paces. It is Luxeria Labs, and the link will be pinned in the comments below. And with that, back to the fashion.
And that last button is Ramundo.
Well, I think you guys are all beautiful, and this is a hard spot to put me in, but I think that a model really has to walk really well to sell the clothes, and I think you guys walked well, except that I especially liked Maria.
Ah. Project Runway.
I'm sorry, girls. You're out.
Oh!
Auf Wiedersehen. Okay, thanks.
Auf
Thank you,
Wiedersehen!
guys. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen! Oh mein Gott!
Okay, you
Gott
picked your model, and I hope you're happy. Because this will be your model for the rest of the show.
Right, okay. A scandal. Salacious tea. Oh, so maybe in season 1 that wasn't the case. I've not seen season 1, so I can't say. But it sounds like everyone's quite surprised that they have to now stay with that model for the rest of the show. Is that wig tea I smell?
All right, get dressed for the party.
Get dressed and go to your party. Mummy said so. This green haze is a bit much, isn't it? What's this? Behind the
We
scenes
went back to the
part?
apartment to get dressed, to go to the party, and actually I thought, okay, what do I need to wear? Because they gave us 30 minutes to get dressed. So I chose this jersey dress that I whipped up like 2 days ago. It's so easy to put on, but it's still cute.
Oh, I forget we're going to be seeing design, aren't we? Oh, how exciting!
You think it's like too much?
It's just a matter of the color, Diana.
Okay.
At first I put on what was my old prom dress. I felt that I picked out a pretty stylish one when I was in high school, so it could be worn again. My fashion sense is derived from science and
I thought
technology.
you were going to say
because
deranged.
I don't really read Vogue or any of the normal fashion magazines. I usually read science magazines.
Oh, I love
Are you
that.
wearing that over a dress?
Bit
I
different.
think I'm gonna wear the other dress. Though.
Okay, yeah, you should.
Okay.
I put on the gold jacket and grabbed a scarf to wrap on my purse. I always just grab a scarf.
Tati Westbrook.
Sucking dick and cock.
In remembrance of my mother, I'm an attorney. On the side, I started a line of swimwear. My head is definitely in fashion, and I would love to do it full time.
She wanted like that.
Shall we party down or what?
That's very casual for a party, isn't it? Just like a gold leather jacket and a scarf with a handbag. I guess it depends on the kinds of party. The kind of parties I go to. At home.
Shall we party down or what?
Let's party
guys, we're
up.
ready to roll. Yeah.
Oh, a white blazer. It was a different time. Oh, paparazzi. These paparazzi are everywhere. Leaving the Atlas. Oh, yeah, see, you've got to have parties in the fashion world. That's what people do, is go to parties and get dressed.
Thank you, darling.
It's not far off, actually.
That's my song.
We have to do a little makeover on Diana,
I think she's got a wonderfully Vivienne Westwood edge. Although I saw a video the other day of Vivienne Westwood being an absolute asshole to someone, so, you know, everyone's terrible, apparently.
I know it's going to get more and more difficult as the
like she wants to
challenges
sell
get
me
tougher,
vitamins.
but I'll have to stay true to what I love, what I think is beautiful, and just do it.
Can I ask all of you to gather around, please?
The best part of a party is when it's on TV.
Of how far you will go for fashion.
Oh.
Take a look at yourselves. I'm looking at you. You have great personal style. This challenge, you are going to use the clothes off your back to fabricate your design.
I'm so confused because why would you be like, you've won the opportunity to go to a party, but it's actually a challenge? How does this show work? I'm almost getting a little bit of Janice Dickinson modelling agency vibes, where it's a little bit haphazard, a little bit all over the shop, a little bit like, what's happening next? We just can't possibly ever predict. Right. Oh, this is a shame. So they have to destroy
It was
what
like
they've
the record
brought.
was skipping.
We need more champagne.
Oh, people are going to be upset about
My
this.
leather jacket and my jeans and oh no, no, no.
When you get back to the Atlas Apartments, what you're wearing tonight will go into one of these bags.
A burlap.
It will be brought tomorrow to Parsons, and it will be your primary
This music is very like
resource
Doom.
for your design. You have a lot of work to do tomorrow. Get some rest, and I'll see you in the morning.
I'm surprised we haven't seen this man's name put on screen because he looks very integral and I don't know his name. And I bet people in the comments are going to be like,
Luxeria, that's obviously Bobatha McIntosh.
I completely forgot about
Bobatha McIntosh.
well, Bobatha, you have not made it through. This is sad. I would be very upset. Oh, it's been a
Very
long night at
prized
party.
vintage leather jacket.
You are not staying over.
When Tim says to us that we have to take literally the clothes off our backs and turn it into fashion. At first I thought, oh, I'm gonna miss the coat a little bit. I got these clothes right at the time when I was trying to open up my little studio boutique, and before I came here, I just closed my shop. So these clothes were about my history.
Hopefully there's a sink with
Oh,
soap.
stop. I don't want to see your pantalones.
I'm really excited about the challenge, but for me, I'm really upset that I wore this scarf because it's a family heirloom. I don't know if I'm willing to give up the scarf for a chance to win the challenge.
Yeah, I wouldn't. One challenge, a family heirloom. Sorry. No. Okay, first bit of drama. There should have been an inkling that, like, you're going to want to destroy these clothes. There should have been something about it. Maybe they could have called it, like, an upcycling party, but upcycling wasn't even a thing in 2005, I don't think. Even the idea of buying, like, thrifted clothes or, like, vintage clothes or second-hand clothes in 2005 was like, in the mainstream anyway. I always remember I went to a charity shop and I bought this beautiful burgundy wine shirt, and I was a lot slimmer at the time and I could fit into it. I think I was a size 6 at the time. Can you imagine now? Ridiculous. Also, I've had a transition since then, and they sold it to me, and it was like £4, and it was lovely, and I can't remember the brand, but it was kind of a bit like a Balenciaga knockoff. And they gave it to me in a little Chanel bag, and I was like,
I am the fashion moment, vintage shopping, girls.
It was great.
There goes.
I don't know why I told you that story. Right, oh, it's the next morning. What is this green? Everything's a bit green. New York wasn't this green when I was there.
When Tim said that your second challenge is clothes off your back, I looked at myself like, poor girl, you got nothing on.
Oh, yeah, that's true. At least you made that.
But this is why you're a designer. You had to be innovative.
That's very true. Oh, I love a creative challenge.
Good morning, everybody.
Business.
How are you? Can I ask you to gather around, please?
Is this the workroom?
Welcome to your second challenge.
Hello.
The clothes off your back, quite
Hello.
literally. This challenge is about invention
very intense,
and about innovation, and how well you can take these existing parts and make them work for an altogether different purpose. So we have from now until midnight.
Oh, God.
That's it. Okay, so you ready to go?
Fuck the workers' rules.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Right. Oh, fashion. On the 9 hours for fashion. Have they got a brief, or is it just make something new from what you have?
Chains, check.
Shame.
You were my favorite jacket, and now I'm destroying you.
I was excited because I knew that I had enough materials to work with. I wore a pair of corduroy pants, my favorite leather jacket. I hold nothing sacred, and there's no
Ooh.
material
What's all
possession that I
this?
have that I wouldn't let go to gain more.
Ooh.
Emmett, get to work. Stop effing around.
It's better just cut. Don't even think about it. Just start cutting.
I spent about 2 hours just on the concept. I feel that without a solid concept,
he's very
working,
intense.
cutting, and draping would be futile.
I feel like Trini would do wonderfully in this challenge. She'd just be like,
I mean,
pop
if I did,
the
maybe it would be on a
plastic
mannequin. I
up
wouldn't be
your
cutting, I would
pussy.
never cut if I didn't like something. I cut when I'm certain. Just do it. Don't overthink it. Go with your instincts. Don't think about concepts and what if this or what. Just do it. I always make my deadline. That's not even a question.
She's rather intense, isn't she? I don't know if they're leaning into that or if she's genuinely like that. I guess we will find out as it develops. I will say, though, I do feel like there is some truth in just fucking do it. It's good to have a concept. And some might argue that the initial concept is like the super strong idea. But I must also say, sometimes my absolute best work has gone so far away from my base concept that you can't interrupt the magic when it starts to happen, girl. Sometimes when you're doing something that you really love and it's all taking shape, you experience something known as flow, and don't interrupt that. 7 hours until the deadline of midnight, a midnight show. I'm going wild at the Casio.
I put on the gold jacket and the vintage t-shirt. Totally last second, I grabbed a scarf. I'm combining the jeans, the denim, with the gold, changing it into a skirt, and I've decided not to use the scarf. It's very sentimental. It was actually a scarf that my grandmother gave my mother right around the time I was born.
Don't use it.
I still have questions about your intention. Like, do you intend it to be open? What is your intent? I think bad design is design that doesn't seem to have any intention.
They'll probably say that what's different about the shirt. Kirsten, her top doesn't really look like a top. It looks like a bra with a napkin on top of that.
I want everything that you do to look like you really mean it.
Do you have a compass?
Ooh, controversial fighting already.
I'm sorry, but it's
She has to find true north.
Carol was nervous. She gets very anxious about things. She's like, oh my God. She gets really, really flustered easily.
These machines are making me crazy.
Is
Do you know how to thread this?
I do, but I don't have time.
Ooh.
Do you know how to thread this?
I'm not going there.
It's like, excuse me, like,
Oh,
can
no
you come
one's
over?
helping.
So you just know that. Further on we go, there's less and less time for that.
Very cutthroat.
Will you finish this for me, Lupe?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Don't expect to win, though.
Where are they? Like, this is very strange. We haven't been told, like, about the room or anything that they're in. And they got 2 or 3 separate design rooms. I guess we probably would have found out in the first episode. But do you think I should react to the first episode? Go back after this one, do the first one, and just kind of pretend we haven't done all this? 5 hours until midnight, where everyone turns into pumpkins.
It's like this.
Okay.
And
This is what you want, a man really close being like,
My design's a combination of my Rachel coat and a dress that I made. Really wasn't a lot of fabric.
I
And
love
I combined
that
the two
colour.
into kind of like a geometric, pretty cool mini dress.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
a dress?
That's too much like my first outfit.
I would just say that before you start dealing with the embellishments,
deal with the
really get the silhouette down and the construction down.
He would be a wonderful addition to Changing Rooms UK.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. I think we just have to put our hands up on this one.
I don't understand what the concept is yet. I'm guessing that they haven't been given any strict brief. I guess they've been given like a literally just design something new. Like, is there a reason why you couldn't transform it into something else? Does it have to be an evening gown? Does it have to be a dress? Can it be like a two-piece? Could it be a swimsuit situation? Could it be club wear? Could it be sportswear? Did I just miss that because I wasn't paying any attention to Bobitha?
A little perplexed by this actually draping this way.
When I heard from Tim, I was completely overwhelmed and didn't know what to take
Tim,
care
his name's
of.
Timothy. Bobitha. Timothy Bobitha.
Be prepared to respond to that because I think the judges are going to address it. So, Andre, all right, my only question for you is time. You gotta go, go, go.
He's almost
I
like
was
an
wearing
extra
a
from Frasier.
1960s jeans jacket, a pair of Levi jeans from the 70s.
Movie.
The challenge is about invention and transformation. So I thought, how can I
These
take
ominous
this and
mannequins in the background are so alarming. It's very like, the Greys are here.
and transformation. So I thought, how can I take this and make it the absolute opposite of what it is now? And I'm transforming it into a qipao, a traditional Chinese dress.
Oh. Is there a reason why?
How are you going to sell innovation to me?
What's innovative about it?
Innovation.
Like, what do you find innovative about it? Like, or what would you tell me if I was a buyer?
Chains.
So try and get as much out
gay.
as you can.
All of a sudden, I looked in the corner, and Lupe is going from person to person,
Oh,
sort
dear.
of giving her critique. And
Oh,
I'm
dear.
like, well, that's kind of nervy.
Oh,
I really like it. It looks really good.
You do it, girl,
Very
but don't
erotic.
you even try to come right here. You might get hurt.
It's really, really good so far.
Thank you.
But you got work to do. I know. Look at you.
Is there some sort of like shenanigans happening behind the scenes here where she's like, what? Well, I actually think that over here, oh, what did you do with that seam? Can I learn anything about that seam? Well, actually, if I go over here and I look at that, oh, what a lovely, is that a skirt? Is that an A-line skirt? Give me your pattern immediately. Is that what's happening here?
Yes, and it will not be easily cured.
I haven't seen a storyline yet, so I don't know what's happening. The outside of the ominous building.
Very
A horrible
How are you
clock.
doing?
I have a stupid amount of work to do. It's like I don't.
I'm concerned about Daniel.
Daniel!
Because I work next to him and I can just feel his stress.
Why am I tailoring? I mean, the project knowledge doesn't even deem that necessary.
Once again, Daniel is complicating things. When you have time, you make a tailored garment.
I don't understand. How do these people all know each other so intimately already? Because it feels like, well, it's my fault, isn't it?
You know, he tries really hard.
Ooh.
I think it's really admirable that he is back and he's trying to do it again. And maybe you'll have him back again for the 3rd season or something if he doesn't make it this season.
His beard. No. Ooh! A say something belt! This is a horrible shot. Who did that? Why do we don't need a hyperlapse.
It's
Stop
midnight.
it. It's another hideous clock.
At 12 o'clock, 80% of the designers were
women
not
turn into
finished.
pumpkins.
That really shocked me. I was a little surprised to find that other people didn't take the time element into consideration.
This man is so serious. He's like a politician. Do you remember that hideous politician we have in the UK that wears a wig and he's like, it's not a wig, it's my real hair.
The wig is a bit of a giveaway. So sorry, I was phoning my friend who is a conservative.
Oh, right.
And she's just told me something so dreadful, I now feel I have to kill myself, which is that it's your real hair.
That was a lie.
Madam, that's polyurethane.
It's midnight. Okay.
Tomorrow's a runway show, and I'm a little bit scared.
Oh,
because
the runway
pieces
show.
of my
Everybody
garment
put your
are all
shoes on.
there,
We're going to the
but,
runway show.
They're not assembled into a dress yet.
Right.
You gotta stop.
I know, but
Stop.
at
You've
midnight,
got to
I wasn't
stop.
finished. I still had a
This
couple of
is an
seams left to
intervention.
do. I felt that it was too ambitious. I didn't finish.
All right, tomorrow. I think it's cool. Tomorrow.
I really felt that I failed.
Oh dear,
Okay.
we were really building up the storyline, aren't we? Failure. You failed in your gilet. Gosh, right, the day of the runway, girl.
When I head over to Parsons for D-Day, as I can now call it, depending on how I feel when I go back in, I may go, wow, I feel great about this, or I may go, oh my God, I can't believe what's going on. I gotta fix this shit in less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
We got a hardcore time deadline, which to me, of course, always a time for concern. You know, whatever it takes to finish the garment beautifully, I'm gonna do.
Sell me the
The
garment.
judges send me home today. I'll be disappointed, of course, but I'm very proud
I've
of
always got
design.
my
I'm in good shape.
Oh. She's a comedian. Fashion Avenue.
She's a woman.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. Are you my surgeon
Can you
for
all
today?
just gather around?
Oh dear, right.
This is going to be a very tight day. You have a mere 2 hours to
This music
fit your
is
model.
so like, what's the word? Like retro futurism, but the 90s. It's very 3D space, but you're in a dentist office. It's very Microsoft, but they're on your high street. They have an office, but what are they doing? It's so that, this music, like mysterious, ominous, early 2000s office, but you're in 3D space.
2 hours to fit your model, get your model to the Tresemme hair salon, get your model
Get
to the
your
L'Oreal
model
Paris
to the
makeup room,
Tresemme.
and get her completely
I like
prepped
that hair.
for the runway judging today. You have a mere 2 hours. And looking around here this morning, I'm worried. A number of you have a lot of work to do. So you have to be very, very strategic in how you use your time. Models are coming in any moment.
Oh,
So
so
you gotta go.
they have to finish off the design and get their model like ready for the runway. Oh, gosh. This is hugely stressful, actually.
Of course, right now I'm stressed out. It's only because the time is running out really quick. I think my aspirations for quality is a little bit, I don't know, a little higher. So it's harder for me because I only become satisfied when it's at that level of quality.
It only has to survive one runway, right? Shoes. Shoes. Kelly loves shoes. This is the music that you hear on Oblivion. This kind of, oh, it's got a word. I'm sure Rolly will be like, Luxeria, it's the plague.
One time.
How's that feel on your shoulder?
That's awesome.
I don't understand what's happening.
My mother's not here. She's dropped out. Oh. Which isn't good. But we have called one of the eliminated models, Allison. She's on her way over right now. Okay. So she'll be here any minute.
Oh my gosh. Your model's gone home,
I know
girl.
it's very that. It's
Not
a little
the
short for
between
my
out.
taste. I see women wear dresses like that are short like that all the time.
I don't think you do. Although, actually, in the early 2000s, you did. Goodness me, I don't know how I would feel if my fallopian tube was on display.
Here comes the hurricane, bitch.
Right, oh, crimp. Ooh. Do they have a little team of hairdressers then? I'm guessing. They can just be like, go and do it for me, mummy. And makeup artists who we haven't met.
Oh God, you are fierce.
I saw
As
some.
usual, my outfit is gonna make a real splash and stand out. It's totally
As
rock and
usual,
roll.
but this is.
You made
What do you
it.
mean as usual? This is the second
Proud
episode.
of you.
The
The
first.
biggest fear for me is being one of the people that get cut. I mean, I worked hard not to get cut on this challenge, you know? I worked hard and hopefully the judges see that.
Seam here, and
Just
that's
do it fast. You all have 15 minutes. Andre, you're still in the dress form? Being this tight and close to the deadline with this much work to do is a little alarming.
I'd love to talk, but it's not enough.
Don't talk. I'm just looking.
I realized that I
Judgment.
had to make some last-minute changes. I got a little nervous. It's par for the course for me to get nervous. Came in
Par for the course. Golf. Plop.
I had just come back from hair and makeup, and Andre was just at his wit's end.
If you could sew.
This guy is very...
At his wit's end.
It doesn't blink. Doesn't blink at all. I bet production is stepping in here to try and like stir up drama to be like, and what do you think about your enemy? That's the vibe that I'm getting here, that production is trying to sow the seeds of discourse so that there's like something to film that isn't just
Panic, panic, panic. We need to get ready, girls.
If you could sew this and just
What color?
Oh.
He had to sew the model into the dress. I think he was feeling very insecure. You have to
sewing models into dresses used to happen all the time.
Just finish.
Okay, everybody.
I remember when skinny jeans were so skinny. People used to get sewn into their skinny jeans. LaRue of Bulletproof fame and I'm going in for the wig was very infamous for giving an interview in which she sat down with her skinny jeans that she was sewn into and they ripped. So there.
This is it. So Andre, we've got to go.
We've got to go.
This was a unique garment
Got to be
and
glued.
it held a lot of symbolism for my life in the past 3 years, which have not been easy.
I mean,
if I was eliminated, it would be devastating. How sad.
Devastating.
Okay, follow me.
Okay, right. Are we ready for the runway, girls? Right, we are.
Hello. Welcome back to the
Oh,
runway.
she's had a two-piece from Amazon.
Your challenge was to design a new outfit, and you were only
What is the
allowed
frame
to use
rate
the
of this
clothes
show?
of your back.
It's like the
And
frame
you were
rate is
given
like 18.
1 day to complete the challenge.
Right.
You were asked to improvise and be inventive. And that's what we're looking for tonight.
Okay, so that was the brief. Improvise, be inventive, and
All
use
right,
things
let's
you
meet the
already have.
judges. Fashion designer Michael Kors.
Oh, hello. I've seen a handbag or two of yours. In fact, I've got a backpack of yours and I hate it because it cuts into my shoulder blade, so I don't really use it anymore.
Nina Garcia, fashion director of Elle magazine.
Ellen.
And the legendary Diane von Furstenberg. Good luck.
She is legendary.
We will score your designs as they come down the runway.
Okay.
The designer with the highest score will win this challenge.
Are you ready to judge?
And one of you will be out.
Egged. Egged. That's an interesting hairstyle. That's
Let's
also an
start the
interesting hairstyle. Right, here we go. Hello. Oh, serve. Oh, Santino. Heather.
As I reconstructed my jacket into the skirt portion of my design, as I draped it on the dress form, style lines appear, and it looked pretty amazing.
A cork wedge. Right. Oh! Oh, I like this. Yes, very striking.
I think that Eliza rocked it, you know. I like a lot of movement, you know, in my clothes, things that draw your attention and your eye to them. I
Yes,
loved
that's very
it.
eye-catching. Very Maison Margiela. Oh, let's not. And say we did.
I'm very happy with my project. I feel that it's innovative. I'm proud to stand behind my work. If I were called out onto the runway and asked to defend my project, I most certainly could.
Oh, she's a businesswoman. Right, hello. Oh, she's gone to the office, but she's ridden a horse there.
Now that I have been here, I think it's put a lot of pressure
Oh, I
on me
love that
to really-
hairstyle. That's very like Gwen Stefani, early mid-2000s era. Like, what was it? The Sweet Escape. Ooh, problematic era though.
It's important for me to stay
horrible
all the way to
picture.
the end. I definitely am here for the long run.
Yeah, take it off. Ooh, you've done that once or twice. What we have? Ooh.
Putting so much detail on my clothing, that takes a lot of work. But I don't like to let it out on the runway unless it's beautiful and perfect.
I mean,
That's my
it's a-
style.
is
That's
it-
what I do.
He was like, I need to be doing tailoring, girl. I think the front could be a bit more tailored, but that's just my taste. I do love a dark outfit. All black, please. Right, who's next? Damn, yeah. Ooh. Oh, this was this. Oh, giggle. Oh, it's really funny.
It's never been anything quite so personal.
I've
for
wet
me.
myself.
It's strange to think about how I've just closed my shop before I came here and how my life is never, ever going to be the same again.
Speechless. Ooh. Is it ochre? Oh no, it's kind of like nude beige.
I'm confident in my design.
We didn't
think
see
I'm
him
my
making
worst
this at all, did
critic.
we?
So if I'm happy with it, then hopefully
I'm not sure
it will
about the
suffice
slit right
for
up the
judges.
front. Show us your pussy, girl. ponytail, a tailed pony. Oh,
My outfit is
is that a poodle in your hair, or are you just actually really sad?
completely different than when it started and has a completely different feel than the outfit I was wearing. Mine doesn't need to be the most brilliant. It just needs to be
woman?
good
We
enough to
haven't
keep
met her
me hanging
yet.
in there.
Oh, I don't know about that personally. Oh!
I'm pretty realistic when I know I did a good design and a bad design, and it stood on its own. You wouldn't have ever known that I'd combine a dress and a coat together.
I feel
and it
like
looked
that's
completely
it's very
different garment.
yes, a bit swimwear dress somehow. Oh, here we go. She's on the game. Oh, I like this.
When I
Yes.
saw her coming down the runway, I was happy. I was pretty confident.
Oh,
with
you
my
can
outfit
tell
and
he likes the dolls, can't you? Because he designs clothes that you could get railed in.
how I turned my leather jacket and t-shirt and foxtail into this modern punk girl.
I like that. Yes, modern but also 20 years old. Oh, a hat, a say something hat. Oh, this is a bit Jean-Paul Gaultier-ish.
I basically used my whole outfit. I went for that sort of very urban Oliver Twist, hipster.
Urban Oliver Twist. Oh! Oh, I'm so glad she didn't destroy her family heirloom for this.
My outfit was the mix of a little bit of rock and roll and a little bit of Parisian chic. It was great.
I don't think I see any Parisian chic. I definitely see like a rock and roll girl. This is more Parisian chic. Oh, very deconstructed jellyfish woman.
I wanted to explore more movement.
Definitely.
I wanted
Oh, she
something
did a
that really
great
swished
job.
around
Yes.
on the bottom, and I was really happy with the result.
That fabric looks so soft. Oh, she's like, how dare you! She ate! Oh, this is pussy
I
out.
created a sweater dress out of my cardigan. I didn't wear very much that evening. A lot of people wore a lot more than I did. And I did the best I could with what I had. There was a little shortage problem in the back, but I thought the design was great.
Gosh, yeah, that was a bit too short for Mummy. Right, is that the end of the runway? Now what happens? Lots of stern faces and judgment. Disappointed women. Upset men. Who's going to be thrown in the well?
We've tallied your scores. Designers, please step onto the runway.
Okay, right, gosh. The background music in this show is really loud. No zero audio balance.
If I call your name, please step forward.
Right.
Guadalupe. Emmett.
What's gonna happen next? Oh, how the tables have turned.
Raimundo. Marla.
This is very like a betrayal scene in a video game music.
Nick.
But also Blade
Cara.
Runner.
Diana. Daniel Vosabek.
What's happening?
If I have called your name, congratulations. Your scores were high enough. You make it for another challenge.
Okay,
Leave
so
the runway.
this is the equivalent of safe. Right. Safe lady. So I guess we're gonna hear critique of the rest.
And the lowest scores.
Oh, so this is where Drag Race got the
We will
format
bring
from.
out your models,
Ah. Right, here we go.
ask you some questions, and one of you will be named the winner, and one of you will be out.
Right, oh gosh. Haven't even met you, and you're already
Let's
leaving.
bring out your models.
I don't know. I don't know what the criteria is. Oh, maybe
Santino.
pussy out, girl.
You shredded your leather jacket into bits.
I did.
Was that one of your favorite ones?
It's my favorite jacket of all time. I took the power away from my favorite jacket, and I said, you know what? You're no longer my favorite jacket anymore. You're now going to become a dress.
I mean,
you know, if it were a competition of who would give their own skin for fashion, I would do it.
You did. You gave your own skin, your favorite skin.
I want to be a billionaire someday in my life, and I'll buy hundreds of these jackets. I'll have it back. This is what I made, and I'm really happy.
I mean,
Very nice.
interesting sentiment. But I do think the outfit is quite nice. It does make me feel kind of interesting, though, because I'm sure that people regularly cite Santino Rice's behaviour on this show as, like, problematic. So I don't know how much I want to agree with that. Don't know yet, girls. Don't know.
It's great.
Chloe, do you want to tell me what you thought about?
I love clean lines. And I love interesting lines that goes front
It's
and
almost
back.
like swimwear dress.
And just the combination of all the fabrication, the colors, I thought I can do it. It's my style.
That looks like an
I
item.
loved it. If I
Yeah.
wouldn't have this bump, I'd wear it right now.
Yeah,
Looks
that is an
amazing.
item you could
Trying
buy.
to keep it me as much
Like,
as
that's ready to
possible.
buy.
Trying to keep it you is what you said?
Yeah.
It shows. I think it's very beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, she's very like, it's beautiful, but I might be
Daniel.
sick.
Can I see the back for a second?
Oh, dear.
So you took the jacket. What happened? Did we reset the sleeves? Is that what happened?
I reset the sleeve, and I wanted to polish up the denim, and I wanted to play with the silhouette, and these are the results.
Oh, so he didn't change the jacket. Is that the problem?
It's chic and it's tailored. It's very good looking.
Thank you, Michael.
I think that you did a beautiful job.
Oh.
And
I
much
thought it
better
was going
than
to go
last time.
totally different route.
Thank you, Nina.
Sulema, why did you decide just to use your sweater?
I just tried so many combinations, and I just felt, though it is short.
I know, it is much shorter in the back than in the front.
She has a lot of booty. My mannequin is very flat. She has a lot of booty, and usually I adjust for myself for that.
But I do think that your challenge was to create something and not make excuses.
I'm not making excuses. It is what it is. It is too short. I just did the best that I could with what I had.
Oh, yeah, this is a very testing thing.
I have a question for Kirsten. You had.
I don't know about that. I feel like everyone there didn't finish on a great note, did they? No.
A lot of material. You had a scarf, you had a jacket, you had a t-shirt, you had a pair of jeans. Let me explain the scarf. The scarf that I grabbed was one that my grandmother gave my mother when I was born.
But why not use it? You didn't even have to destroy it.
If it had been any other scarf, except for the Napoleon scarf, it's spectacular.
Would you wear this?
I'd wear the top, but with something a little bit more demure. And then I would wear the skirt, but with a less sexy top.
If your reaction is that you would wear that top with something more demure, or you'd wear the skirt with something more demure, then what you basically did is you just went over the top.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Designers have to think about who they're designing for. Not necessarily just things that they would wear themselves. So
Andre, what were you thinking about this challenge?
Panic.
Where to begin? The first thing that Tim Gunn said to us when we were at the party was...
Bobatha Christie.
The next challenge was going to be about how far you would go for fashion. That was the goal. And it was really lucky for me because what I had to work with was a testimony of the first and maybe the last 3 years of my career. It sounds ridiculous.
This is a lot of emotion.
But it's true.
Are those happy tears or sad tears?
Both.
I'm confused. I'm not sure if you like what you did or if you hate what you did.
I'm
I'm
very
really
confused. I feel like I'm watching something I shouldn't be watching. Like someone having an emotional outburst like this, I feel like is like private time. We should give them some time.
The coat and the jeans that I wore that night were... I wore because I was really tired and it reflected my emotion. I was bedraggled emotionally, and so were my clothes.
I just wish that all this emotion and all this energy that you have, you focus on your creation.
elsewhere,
I don't need to
out of my
hear all
sight.
this. I just want to see it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, clearly this means a lot, but this isn't.
I'm not supposed to be crying. Jesus.
I fear for you that you can't give us just a nice, simple explanation.
Okay, we heard what you had to say. You can leave the runway.
What was that? Okay, we brought the drama, girl. Right, hello.
Very interesting.
Welcome to the
to say the
podcast.
least.
Was Andre's an Oscar-winning performance?
I was confused with that reaction.
Am I supposed to feel bad for him, so I give him a good score so that he can stay?
No,
Like-
I don't think that was what
I
was
feel
going through
it's
his
a bit
head. I think it's just a bit
unprofessional in a way.
much.
From the waist down, it just...
It looked like he ran out of time.
Yeah, it was sort of like, oh my God, the clock is ticking and I don't know what to do
quite
here.
avant-garde.
What I thought was very odd was Kirsten's.
I didn't ask her to cut off the scarf.
I don't know. I mean, that top to me was just looked like you were at a Bad Guns N' Roses concert.
It was really tacky.
Well, also, even when she said, I wouldn't wear the top with the skirt and I wouldn't wear the skirt with the top, well, then why did you...
Why did you put it together?
Oh, I don't know if I like this guy. He seems a bit
Zulima.
harsh without reason.
I like it.
I could only look at her butt, though. If you would not let a girl walk down the runway with her butt hanging out like that, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
But other designers have. Other designers have
Who I
used
found
full
very
nudity.
interesting, Daniel Franco.
He surprised
Daniel!
me.
I thought it was beautiful. It was something that I would totally wear.
Yes.
It fit her beautifully.
God, it sounded like there was going to be a
Truly,
butt in
you
there.
could have walked right off the runway.
And it was a
That-
good design.
The
Absolutely.
So Chloe was fantastic.
I loved her, too.
It sounds like they're going to
She had
send
the least to
Kirsten
work
home.
with, and it looked like it was designed whether she had a constriction or not.
I like that, yes. Yes. She's on the
We have
go.
Santino left.
Well, that was quite nice. That was quite
Oh, that's the most,
spectacular.
like, fashion
He
forward.
knows what he's doing.
Totally.
He knows what he's saying. He's very much in control.
I think that Santino is a very obvious choice.
Oh, is Santino going to win the first challenge? Oh, do we agree? Is that good?
We
Is
made
that
our
bad?
decision.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, it was the most artsy.
Yeah, let's bring them back up.
Right, here we go. Bring them all back. Bring back my women.
The 6 of you represent the best and the worst.
Got to lip sync for your wig.
One of you will be named the winner. And one of you will be out.
Oh, piss. Oh, I get to do piss. I haven't done piss for ages.
Zulima? You're in. You can leave the runway.
Thank you, everybody. I
saved
promise you'll
by
see
the
how good of a
skin
draper I
of her
am. There'll be no
fallopian
more short
tube.
dresses or any mistakes. Thank you.
Is Andre gonna go? No, Kirsten. Kirsten.
Daniel,
Daniel!
nice job.
Oh,
You're in.
yeah, well
You can
done.
leave the runway.
So he survived. I'm guessing in the first season he was eliminated first, so it was his, like, redemption arc. Lovely. They're gonna give Santino the win, aren't they?
And now the winner.
Feels like we're in a sci-fi jungle with this music. The winner.
Chloe, you're the winner of this challenge.
Oh, very good. I liked it. That was my favourite.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh, well done, Chloe. Suddenly we're in meadows of bloom.
Did you win?
Scented meadows upon the game.
Awesome.
Right, so who's going then? Oh, it's gonna be... Santino's gonna be safe, surely. Oh, fluff.
Santino,
Yes.
you're in. You can leave the runway.
I wonder why they called him so low.
Thank you.
He's obviously very distraught. Look. Oh, is this the birth of a villain? Beat.
They just didn't want to give me 2 in a row.
Oh, did he win last episode somehow? I see. Maybe I should have watched the last episode. Oops.
Andre and Kirsten,
It's Kirsten.
one of you will be out.
Kirsten, right? Well, it could be Andre.
Kirsten, we wish that you've used more of your resources. We thought that your taste level wasn't there. Andre, we were moved by your story,
Move to the bin.
but I think it's more important to be moved by what you've designed. Andre, you're in.
Ah, a scandal,
You
girls!
can leave the runway.
Oh, I didn't think it was that bad. Did you think it was that bad?
I really like her. That's what's so wrong. You don't get me. I'll see you in LA. We will.
How ominous. See you in LA. Oh, amateur dramatics girl. No, I'm not going to my room, Mummy.
That means cursing you out.
Oh. That's a shame. I actually really liked the skirt. I didn't think it was disgusting.
I think the toughest
The
part
top
of my
wasn't
day
for me, but
was
that was
coming
an
backstage
exercise,
and
clearly, in you're not going to destroy your family heirloom piece, so you have to leave because you're just not committed to the fashion.
having to say goodbye to everybody.
Very tall, very thick hair.
I have very few things left of my mother's or my grandmother's, so
Yeah, I would never
the
have.
decision to keep the family heirloom and not use it in the outfit was very true to myself and my style, because I believe very strongly in family and friends. They're the most important thing.
Oh, that's a very sad moment, actually. Okay, magical elves, I don't think. Well, my lovelies, what a bizarre show. I'm not entirely sure what to expect or what to think. Let me know if you think I should react to episode 1, because I did skim through it and I was like, this is a recap show and also a preview of what we're going to see in this season. Not actually a full episode, but apparently there was a bit of an episode, unless somehow I've skipped it. I don't think so. Anyway, my lovelies. Right, so the closest thing I have to compare this to is America's Next Top Model, and I can clearly see how this, in some instances, set the tone for a lot of reality TV competition shows in the future. I like the fact that they've been given a model, or they picked a model and they're kind of like their friend forever throughout this season. That's quite cute. I like that. Some of the manufactured drama, though, I'm a little bit like, like Andre had a lot of emotions and a lot of feelings that almost felt like we were watching something we shouldn't. And I don't know how to feel about that. So I was left feeling a little bit like, well, my lovelies, let me know what you think about what we've seen in today's episode of Project Runway. And if you want me to continue this season, let me know. And with that, my loves, it's time for the Patreons. You can see yourself scrolling past on the screen right here. Yes, you can. Today's Instagram shout out goes to Stardust Staddle. Thank you so much for following me over on Instagram, you stunning woman on the go. If you want to be in with a chance of being featured in my next video's Instagram shout out, make sure you go and follow me over on Instagram. It is XX Luxeria. And once again, I want to say a massive thank you to my top tier Patreons. Orkos Samoji, Amelia Dillingham, Ariadia X, Becky Johnson, Beebles32, Cameron Pittman, Shell Herman, ContraPoints, Emma Burns, Eric Castillo, Finch Dunham, James A. Zingirl, Jenny Wood, Caitlin Wright, Larissa Says Relax, Leanne Jones, Lenore, Les Banana, Marmoset, Mo Sherman, Miss Kiss, Novembrix, Paola Rivera, Rye Loves Rory, Sky Dorim, Steph Utek, TNS Mum, and Taylor Martin. And you know what, my lovelies? I think I'm going to leave it on the note of no competition reality TV show is ever worth destroying a priceless heirloom. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.